So I want to get some more to light into the places where the stadium lights did not reach. Because look, he's actually holding a ball in there, but you really can't see it. The ball's in there because it's in the shadow side. The lights are behind him. Here's just a real quick fix for that. And let me resize my screen a little bit there. There we go. It's kind of cropped off there. Let me just move this back up. Sorry. All right, here we go. All right, so duplicate the layer. Step one. Step two is you're going to change the blend mode from normal to screen, and it brightens everything up. Now you can see, look, now you can see a ball, you can see more of their faces and stuff. This is especially with helmets on, or with baseball hats. It gets really, really dark in there. So baseball hats.
That's what they're called.
Baseball hats, they're called
those
now.
Hats they wear.
What are those hats? Baseball caps. All right, so if it's not bright enough, duplicate it again, and now you have two screen layers. Look how bright that is. Now, the whole photo looks tremendously overexposed now, so here's what you're going to do. 2 steps. Step 1, press Command-E on Mac or Control-E on PC. That's going to merge the 2 bright layers into 1 bright layer. Now, what you want to do is you want to hide that bright layer behind a black mask, so it's not going to be seen, and then you're going to reveal it where you want it. The trick to doing this is hold the Option key on a Macintosh or the Alt key on a PC. So it's Option, click on that layer mask icon right over here. Option, click. On PC, Alt, click. And look, you see that brighter version, it's still there, but it's hidden behind this black mask. If it's in black, you know you have to paint in the opposite color. So just, if it's black, you get a brush and paint in white. So what we're going to do is go in here. I don't have my tablet, and I can't use your tablet. Use a brush, okay. And I'm just going to brighten up in here. Now, I brighten too much, I'll over brighten it, and then we're going to adjust it afterwards. But look, I need to see the ball, I need to see the gloves, all this stuff in here. And then I need to see in here, and actually I'm going to make the brush a little bigger. This whole part of him could be brighter in there. All right, just like that. Maybe a little bit up in there. And maybe his arm. Okay, now the whole thing is a bit too bright. And if there's parts of the image that are too bright, let me back up. I'm going to undo. So to undo, I'm going to press Option Command Z, or on PC, Alt Control Z. I'm going to back up. If you think that was too bright now, before we adjusted, you can lower the opacity of the brush. Let's drop it down to like 50%. Now it's painting at half power. So for the jerseys and stuff, maybe we just go half power, right? But then for the other stuff, oh, I just overdid that, didn't I? For the other stuff, you'll do full power, where you really need to get in like in there, for the down here and stuff like that. All right, and that's kind of sloppy painting, right? I'm painting over their helmets. If you make a mistake, press the letter X. It swaps the colors back, and you can go, well, I didn't really mean to, whoops, didn't really mean to paint over that. There we go. Okay, so we've done the basic thing now. Now you go over to opacity. Think of this as the volume control or strength control, because now you can kind of dial this in, lower it a little bit, maybe like that, and look at the difference. See how it brought all that detail back? It's a very simple trick, but this is very, very... Now, of course, you can do this in portraits for people that are backlit, standing outside and things like that. I'll normally use the fill light slider. You would use this technique when you need to get into those little tiny places to get, like we did here, where you have to kind of, some need to be full brightness, some need to be half brightness, and that's a trick to do it. So, a little beginner's tip.
I bet that's what the referees are doing when they're doing the replay under the little.
That's what the referees are doing in replay.
Brightening it up
They're
so they can see
brightening
the
it
possession
up.
of the ball.
They grabbed the. Now was the ball over the line? Let's brighten that up in Photoshop. Every ref should have Photoshop for obvious reasons. All right. Hey, so that's my tip, and you know, it's time for an.